I got the COVID vaccine. It can't be any worse.
Did you get
than
the
that,
Johnson
right?
& Johnson? Are you going to die?
Yeah.
As we turn to the over-under. This week,
Go ahead.
keeping with the theme of something you mentioned earlier, first subject, milk. Overrated, underrated.
All right. This is hard.
MILK.
This is hard because dairy has some shit that I love, and then dairy also has some shit that I don't like. So milk, is it milk as its own
Milk
thing?
as a
just
beverage.
Milk, like
Milk as a
consuming milk?
beverage. Not like an ingredient.
Over fucking rated.
Ooh.
Super overrated. You don't need it, first of all. You don't need milk. He needs some milk. No, you don't. He didn't need milk. He needed to learn how to fight, and he needed to not walk out in traffic and get hit by a car. That's what he needed. So milk, in my opinion, is way overrated. I don't drink milk at all.
I'm lactose intolerant, so
I don't drink milk ever. Pretty much everyone technically is lactose, at least bigot. They're at least bigoted against it.
Most people have an intolerance to lactose naturally. I know that, but like I'm at to the point that like I can't. Like I have like diverse reactions to drinking milk.
Well, like you, I did the Whoop strap for a little while, and every time I drank milk, my recovery was always trash. Like milk has never like been good to me.
What?
Like dairy in itself is kind of a pain in the ass, but like I said, there's some dairy that I like ice cream. I love cheese. I love butter. I love, but milk as its own thing to drink is overrated. What else
Milk
we
as
got?
a beverage is trash and it stinks. All right, the next one I got for you.
It does fucking stink. That's the other. I fucking hate the way milk smells.
Oh, let me tell you.
Like you ever like go to make out with a girl who just drank some milk?
No.
It's fucking disgusting, bro. I'm like, why you smell like milk?
Like these are country ass white girls, huh?
You stop smelling like milk.
It's all right. It's good for my bones. You big boned enough, so why don't you calm down?
You don't need no more bones.
Here's my thing about milk. Let me tell you a little sidebar story. Growing up at Miss Wanda's house, Miss Wanda always owned convenience stores, and she would bring home the expired milk. And she would tell me, "It's all right. It's only a few days past the thing. That's suggested. That's not an actual expiration." And then I would eat stanky, chunky cereal.
No.
I hates it.
I wouldn't have ate. I would have ate the dry cereal.
I was a fat, husky kid. I wanted my cereal. Sacrifices had Sugar Smacks before they changed the name. Sugar Smacks will be consumed one way or another.
I don't know which story is more disgusting: making out with a milk drinking bitch or having chunky milk. I think chunky milk is.
I didn't eat the. I didn't.
Maybe that's why you're okay with cottage
I
cheese.
love cottage cheese, but it makes me want to die. If I eat cottage cheese, my HRV drops by 100 every night. But I didn't eat the chunky milk. But sometimes I would like make the cereal, and I'd be like, "That don't smell right." Suck it up. Golden Smacks, baby.
Damn.
All
right.
Moving
What else
on,
we got?
Second topic on the over/under: military swag, such as post-service. All right. So how do you feel about veterans rocking military-like swag, morale shirts, things of that nature after they're relieved of their duties? Such as me. I'm rocking my morale shirt from my first deployment. Shout out to the 190 Skull Bangers up there in fucking Boise, Idaho. My dogs, Bo Tumbo, J Money, Big Nick. Little shout out.
Great. Are you done? I'm just kidding.
2 coffees. Yeah, 2 coffees. We out here.
So, man, that's hard because I would say it depends on what it is. Right? It depends on what you're doing, and it depends on what it is. So I'm cool with you're talking swag, like you're wearing that shirt. That shirt's fly. I like that
shirts,
shirt.
Things like that. Those are in play.
I wear my squadron T-shirt every once in a while from the one at Beale. I think that's a U2 one. It's
I
kind of
usually,
unique,
I
kind of
usually,
cool. Like it does.
I usually work out and hoop in like these type of shirts because like they're dry fit and they're like a nice, like good material to work out in.
Yeah. So that doesn't bother me. But if you're wearing your basic
Oh, hell
training
no.
one,
Mm-mm.
then I'm gonna clown on you. If you're even wearing your tech school one, if people even have those, I'm gonna clown on you. If you're wearing your dog tags,
Bro, you never wear your dog tags when you're
don't
in unless you're
wear
deployed.
dog tags. Definitely, if you put your dog tags in your regular ass shoes,
I'll smack you on site. Pull up.
I fucking hate you. Okay, don't do. This is a topic for our permission to speak
Kinda.
freely, but definitely, if you okay, so wearing the hat with the like a
The retired whatever.
I'm okay with those.
I'm okay with those if you're
and I'm
over the
okay
age
with
of 50. You have to wait.
the Velcro patch
Oh,
ones.
you talking like not the retirees?
Where like you put a flag on there or like a "Don't tread on me."
Yeah,
I'm okay with those too. Like those don't bother me.
that's not my
either.
style, but I'm alright with those. There's no, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Those don't bother me at all. Like especially if you have like a deployment flag that you throw on there, like an actual like subdued one that lets people know like it's like
Yeah.
it's kind of
There's
subtle.
there's a hierarchy to
Like,
what
that
you
doesn't
put on
bother
this
me.
shit. Like you said, the basic training, the tech school. Like stop that. Like you went and did something cool or interesting or something that seems meaningful. You want to throw that patch? Yeah, get it. All right, I respect that.
If you have like a T-shirt that says Afghanistan veteran and it has a global war on terrorism thing on there, or like the
Jiwat
ribbon,
thought. Shout out to her.
you know what I'm saying? Like it's weird because like there's a whole like little military
Yeah.
thing, right? Like there's people that are tools like dog tag people.
Douchebags.
God, I cannot stress it enough. Like unless you're Gucci Mane and it's full
Yeah.
of diamonds, like if your iced out doggy is the same size as a Yorkie,
The
like
owner start borking.
that's fine with me. Like I'm okay with that. But if it's you got the little rings around it to keep them from tinging against each other, and you're sitting there and you got your promise ring that your ex-girlfriend from high school, and you've been out of the military for like 7 years, and you're looking like Frodo Baggins in this bitch.
Share the
Like,
load.
I hate you. All right, you're not one of my peoples. If this is what you do, I don't like you.
Fucked up. I got my people.
Next over under,
this
what you got?
A sensitive topic for me, and we're probably going to go off the rails on this one because I have some grievances with this product. Topo Chico mineral water, overrated, underrated.
Topo Chico mineral water is underrated. People don't fucking drink it.
I don't think they should.
Why?
You ready to go down a rabbit hole?
Go ahead.
All
Tell me what's wrong with Topo Chico. Seriously.
I gotta
what the
lay
fuck?
some background information for this. I myself have a relatively uncommon skin allergy. I found it out when I joined the military, and actually delayed me going in for a little bit because we had to like investigate it. I'm essentially allergic to non-precious metals. So low quality, only thing I can really rub on my skin or wear on my body is high quality gold or like platinum. So like we're talking like nothing below 14 karat, or my skin will have like it's like a cross between like a pimple and a hive type of reaction. And I've experienced it with different things like Tide laundry detergent full of like different types of like low grade trace metals. Turned me into a lobster one time at tech school. It was like the worst 3 weeks of my life. There's just different things in the world that I've experienced that give me issues and make my skin break out, and it feels hot, hivey, and like I turn into a pissed off fucking Larry the Lobster. So I started drinking Topo Chico on your recommendation a few weeks ago. Liked it, spicy. It's got that natural like fizz to it, but spicy. Liked it. Fuck with that grapefruit, delicious. All up on it, smashing it down. I didn't realize it at the time, but a few short days after that, I started having like my allergic type of breakout across my forehead, my face, my shoulders, and my chest. And it was very light, and I was kind of like, I had some different products going on, so I was like, all right, let me isolate my exposures and see what's like causing me to have this reaction. As the weeks go on and I'm isolating my controls, removing the variables, it's not getting better, and I can't figure out what's going on. Googling, researching. Well, I decided to hit the little online nurses line, yada, 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 chopping it up about my thing, and they asked if I drink mineral water. I said, yeah. They said, what minerals are in your water? I was like, I don't fucking know. They're like, go look at that. So I go down the rabbit hole of what's in Topo Chico. Not only are there a lot of fucking heavy metals in Topo Chico, there's also this one NFAS, which essentially does something, this is above my fucking knowledge pay grade, does something to inhibit the absorption of those minerals in certain people. So it just gets, no big deal, it just gets sweated out through the pores. Insert my fucking issue. I've been hooping at least 3 times a week in the last few weeks, and I've noticed my forehead, face, and here is like red, my chest, my shoulders, all the places where your body deposits mineral-type toxins through the skin are breaking out with my allergic reaction. I was like, where it's the fucking minerals from the water sweating out from my pores. So I stopped drinking Topo Chico. A day or 2 later, my shit is like just magically starting to go away. It takes some time, but it's like going away. And I was like, fucking Topo Chico was poisoning my skin.
So if you are sensitive to, this, then don't drink
This is
Topo
a very
Chico.
small field.
But if you're not, drink Topo
If
Chico.
not, that shit tastes great.
Because Topo Chico is
that
good
shit
as
tastes
fuck.
fucking lovely, but I realize I'm in a very small test group here, but fuck them.
And also, I was just reading that Topo Chico, Coca-Cola, I think, owns them, is basically, they're like, yeah, we fully support, like, keeping, like, as much metals out of mineral waters as we fucking possibly can.
There's so many, like, studies of them having the deepest amount of fucking shit, like them and, like, 2 other brands. Also, shout out to Coca-Cola Naked. You know Naked Juice? They're in all kinds of issues for having these different types of formaldehyde in their juice, so they got sued for saying they're natural.
Yeah, I was just reading that about.
So Coca-Cola's solution was just be like, we'll take natural off the bottle. Leave the formaldehyde, but we'll take the natural off the bottle.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's America.
Topo Chico, still amazing. I got the COVID vaccine. It can't be any worse
Did you get
than
the
that,
Johnson
right?
& Johnson? Are you going to die?
Yeah. I didn't get Johnson & Johnson. I'm straight, dog.
I don't know. You got that. If you had that Johnson & Johnson, you better blood clot, man.
Everything's going to be fine.
In the words of Chet Hanks, it's going to be a white boy summer. I don't know why I felt like saying that. It just hit my mind.
What's not going to be fine is the NBA season. The NBA season is mostly not entertaining right now. Half the people are injured. They're saying it's due, there's coaches and GMs saying it's due to the brutal schedule. Get over it.
Well, Kyrie,
I get it. It's a hard game
isn't
to
Kyrie
play.
sitting a lot of games because of Ramadan?
I don't know, but maybe if they weren't fucking all 6'6", maybe they could run around a little bit longer. I know plenty of people that hoop every day that aren't 6'6", and their knees aren't like freaking KD's, and they're just okay. That's all I'm saying. Maybe it's because they're all tall as fuck and being real explosive, and that's not really how life's supposed to be if you're tall as fuck.
I don't
Just
have any
saying.
problem with like players sitting out games. Like, my shit hurts. I get it. I'm not 6'6", and I'm not a professional athlete.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with people sitting out games either. I'm just saying that like they're always bitching about the schedules. They're just bitching about.
If you don't like the schedule,
let me bitch about.
Why don't we just lighten? Like, you know what I mean? Would people be all right if we lightened the weekly schedule, drew back a little bit?
I don't. Whatever. I mean, people. We just want to see basketball. Every once in a while, we just want to see good games. I'd rather see good matchups. That's the thing. Like. I just like watching good games. Like, so the game of the week this week, April 19th, Monday, Golden State versus Philly. I chose that game. It's on ESPN because most of their players are all right. And Steph Curry dropped like 11 threes the other night.
It'll be a fun game to watch.
Yeah, watch the game. It'll be fun to watch. I can't pick a baseball game that'll be fun to watch because most of y'all probably don't think baseball is entertaining anyway.
I've been watching baseball. Shout out. I was going down. I was at dinner the other night, and I was like catching the Indians were playing. Oh shit! They're playing. They're playing the White Sox. I was like, had the TV right above the table. So I was talking. I was just like, I don't know what happened. I just like got sucked down the rabbit hole, and I've been watching baseball like every day since. I was like,
it's fun to watch baseball.
Oh, he's throwing a lone outside. How'd you know that? I was like, I know about fucking baseball. I was like, oh, he's gonna probably throw this here. Like, how do you know that? I was like, because I know fucking baseball. Like, you don't ever talk about baseball. I was like, because I scorned me. I should have done my homework.
Yeah, I'm glad you're getting back into baseball. Like when you come out here this weekend, there might be some baseball to watch. Although I think we're gonna go explore Kokomo a little bit.
Come on to Kokomo.
What is out there in Kokomo? There's not a whole lot here, but this is my sales pitch for the Husky boy to come out to Kokomo.
I have a question about Kokomo. Do you have an LA Fitness?
Go ahead.
Fuck.
Nope.
Where do y'all going? There's nowhere to hoop, huh?
On base, there's a place to hoop.
I can't get on base.
And I think there's another place. There's yeah, you can. With me, you can.
Ooh, visitors pass. I can break shit.
There's another place where people go like for the day. Like you pay like $5
like a sports
for the day.
complex.
You can go hoop.
All right, I'm down for that.
Yeah, I know that exists too. And I don't. There might be an LA Fitness down in like Carmel.
Caramel.
Yeah, that place is actually lit. Like we might go there.
Yeah. I'm down. I'm just down to eat some old boy's chickens. And I'm down to get some rolls in at that jujitsu.
Take care of your chicken.
Don't be out here choking your chicken.
This is a new thing. Caught a case. Wow. This is our third iteration of Caught a Case, and we got a request to roast French Montana.
Roast, baby.
French Montana. What was that? Fanute the Coop. Shout out Derek Carter, who thought that's what he said.
Just bought a swimmy with 10 homies on it. Her ass fat, you can park 10 Tahoes on it. Huh? That ain't
fucking hate French Montana.
That's Montana.
He's so trash, man. So, like, we can lay into his music, but let's not forget, he purposely, right? And I'm going to say this, like, it essentially, I believe that if you overdose on drugs, that I consider that suicide.
Really?
Right? In my book, I consider, like, if you do a lot of heroin and you go away, I would count that as suicide.
Questions real
quick. Like, you essentially did that to
yourself.
What
if you buy, like, we'll take Mac Miller as a good example for this one.
Not suicide.
Because he thought he got a Percocet. It was laced with fentanyl. That's what killed him. Is that suicide? Yep.
That's murder.
I'll take that. Because a lot of I don't know if you're hip to Dr. Is it Dr. Carl? What's his? He's got the dreads. Dr. Carl. He just put a new book out about how like drugs aren't that bad if we knew how to use drugs and understand them better. He was basically saying that a lot of overdoses that happen. Like he worked a lot with Stevie Rodriguez's mother, aka ASAP Yams. Shout out. Basically saying that what we don't realize is most people don't overdose on a substance. It's just the mixtures that always get them. Or like the fact that there's fentanyl in it when there shouldn't have been. Most people don't truly overdose as often as we think they do.
That makes sense. But the point of what I was getting to
his name's Dr. Carl Roberts.
Is French Montana committed career suicide by hooking up with a Kardashian. Yep, you heard it here first. If you hook up with a Kardashian, your career is going to end.
Why do people
done.
not understand that at this point in time? If you
You're
dip
done.
your stick into a Jenner or a Kardashian, game's over. You get like 30 to 60 days of a real highlight, and then it's bow, crack on Skid Row.
Not a good idea. If you're who has made it? Who's made it out the other end of the Kardashians?
Reggie Bush? No. Chris Humphries? No. Kanye? No. French? No. Lamar Odom? No. Ben Simmons? No. Tyga? No. Devin Booker? Soon to fall.
Oh, it's constant. French Montana, you stupid. You fanute the coop.
What? What?
Derek Carter, you know the song Stay Scheming?
That song.
Stay scheming. When he starts his line, he says, "Went from the hoop de coop to the ghost dog hat." Right? Derek Carter and a bunch of the internet thought he said "Fanute the coop."
Damn, I missed that whole wave. Fanute the coop. What does that mean?
Fanute the coop.
How do you?
That's what Derek was like. What does "Fanute the coop" mean? I was like, dude, he said from the hoop de coop, and he was like, oh. I was like, yeah, man. Fanute the
French
coop.
Montana also has a trash ass jump shot.
I feel like he's like not probably good at anything. I feel like French Montana he wasn't good at rapping for one. I've never seen him like even when he was hanging out with the Kardashians, he wasn't even funny. He wasn't even entertaining. He doesn't even dance around like Pitbull. What the fuck are you doing?
Like trash. Like he makes you wonder like what his reading level is. His vocabulary is so small. It's just mainly sounds and then like shouting out Max B and then holding up money. Like that's all he does. I can't really even think of an interview where he said anything of substance.
That guy's
I remember one interview he had on BET
turd.
like in 2008 or some shit like way back in the day. He's just getting the long white tee, tall tee with fucking jean shorts, and he's just leaned up on a wall, and he pulls out like a fucking thing of 100. He's like 20, 100.
We didn't even clap. We didn't clap this thing in, by the way.
Fuck.
And you could use that that we just did at the same time.
That his.
It's like
the French Montana's greatest.
It's like the low budget ad lib. No, because it's essentially the low budget version of what the Ying Yang Twins were doing.
Oh, good shout out. You're right.